Welcome back, Crypto Rico here with another one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Put on that bell notification so you too can be notified when we're over here experiencing the abundance of money, man. You guys do not want to miss out. Also, do not miss out. $100 giveaway. Simply like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, tag me and a friend on Twitter. That simple, that easy. Win $100. Use the tips and tricks in the video to make it grow, or simply go spend it. None of this is financial advice. I'm bringing financial awareness to a crypto space that is changing on the hour, every hour. With that being said, out the way, welcome back, ApeCoin. Go ahead, keep loading it up with the likes, keep loading it up with some comments, because, you know, I see you guys continue to pull up, and that's why I'm flooding it with these ApeCoin videos, trying to help you guys learn along the way. So right now I got the support and resistance off just so we can see the chart clear a little bit. Right now, of course, you guys know that I like to drop the videos when that first 15-minute dot drops and flips on the other side after we have been oversold, and also oversold on the MACD. Notice when we were oversold over here, and even though the MFI was white, we still didn't, we got like a fake right here. And when this happens right here, I like for the MACD to be oversold down like a lot lower. Wherever it was that last run up, like this one right here, notice this run up, the MACD was a lot lower. It will try to trick you where, and it sounds kind of funny to say that like it's trying to trick you, but if you notice, if you've been trading for a while, it does feel like a game of tricks sometimes. So what happens is you really want it to be as oversold as you can. You want this price. You notice how this price, there used to be a lower price over here, and then the high price, well, that lower price got put over here by the system itself. So boom, it got shot over here. We got the dot put on the bottom. We checked the depth chart, and we can see that it's being oversold all the way up the prices right now. Okay, so when something's being oversold, that tends to make the buys go through very easily, and we'll start to see buying pressure. Okay, so let's go. I bet if I'm hitting that. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to the, okay, let's go back to the 15-minute chart. Now we're going to show these support and resistance, and we're going to see where we're working off of really quick. Just navigate. Okay, so we're right here, and we're going to check these areas out. These support and resistance, you know, they're going to come into play whether people like it or not. These are the areas. So right now we see that we have a dot on the bottom. We weren't oversold when we got this first one over here, but if you look, we were oversold already. Finally, the MACD is now thoroughly oversold, really oversold, like where before, you know, we had some great run-ups. Notice how that line cuts all the way across. Some great run-ups right there, right? You also can add these lines down here on the MACD if you need help, to help you once you're practicing to get better. Add it like this to kind of give you that guide to always remember. Notice how this one fell really short. Eventually your eyes will be able to tell like, that's not oversold enough, right? And you also have these to help you out over here. But I like to just, let's see if I could just get this out the way for now. Okay, so right now we have this next window, this next opportunity from this, of course, the 1665, but we didn't have no dots on the bottom. We weren't oversold yet. We're riding this oversold mark. This is actually kind of tricky right here. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because, you know, we don't have a clear indication of being oversold. We do have it right here, but across this whole line, it never got really oversold. But, you know, touching it that many times, you almost have to compensate for that. And then you have to kind of measure, well, on the 5-minute, how's it looking? On the 3-minute, how's it looking? On the 1-minute, how's it looking? We're overbought right here. We're most likely going to trade sideways right here on this $17 range. Stay above this, which is healthy for us to rock right back up. Let's stay out of the 16 range, which is not bad. And that's why those prices, like people ask me, how low do you think it's going to go? It's going to go as low as until it's oversold. That's what's going to happen. When these prices go back and forth, it'll stay consolidating, and it can trade sideways where it doesn't matter what the number of the price is. Nobody will know the exact price. What I do know is that when something's overbought, like we're watching right here live, that we'll get a dot on the top, and I know that we'll go back down to the downside and it'll get oversold, and we'll notice that. So if you look on the short term, you saw how that for that short second we had it was being overbought, but right now it's not pulling up because obviously this is ApeCoin, and it's going to pump up. The volume's going to pump up, but let's see if we can see where I can show you guys this depth chart kind of showing you right now. You see how the buying chart is a lot higher than so right now it's being overbought, but this is in the short term. This is the 1-minute chart, so it's being overbought, right? But let's get this out the way. Let's look right now. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. This is the best one to look at for getting a nice little range, especially if you're doing futures. Even if you're not doing futures, the next run up is looking pretty good. We're oversold, right? We rolled this line. We have a window from $17.16 to $18 and some change. That's some money on the table right there. Not counting that, I think that we can just spring up. I noticed that ApeCoin likes to ride up around this time, And I also noticed that the videos ramp up. So a lot of the ApeCoin community, shout out to wherever you guys are from. If you guys want to leave some comments from where you guys are from, I noticed that the volume picks up a lot around this time and we start to rip up. So this is something that I've been learning over the last couple of weeks that we've been covering ApeCoin, and we're going to continue to add that to what we're noticing about ApeCoin, right? So let's continue to trade sideways. We got the dot on the bottom. I'm trying to see the next one. We have it. There it goes right there. Okay, so now we got the next dot on the bottom. That's a good confirmation. We have a push. Now we also have the MACD with a nice hollow candle looking a lot bigger. But what we're missing is the volume. Always remember, I'm always going to state that volume is king. We need that volume to step in and break past that pink line right there. Or, to break past that pink line right there to let us know that the volume is stepping in. Volume is king, and it helps you trade with the trend. So right now, actually, we erase all our drawings. We can start over. It's no big deal. So let's just start over. We got this range just so you guys can see a lot clearer. Okay, so it doesn't want to work right now for some reason, of course, but that's okay. There we go. That's why. Okay, so we got this bigger range that we could play. We also got this short one right here, right, that we can mark back up again, this 18 or 19 range. We have this short one right here, this 1780, right? I believe that we're going to be testing it just like how this kind of ripped up out of nowhere. We're going to be watching it for a couple hours to see how it goes. But right now, let's just mark this up and I'll give you guys some ranges that we got. We got this one right here, the $19 range. We got this one right here. Okay, so let's start with this right here. And of course, the all-time high. Okay, we're going to rock with that right there. And that's a lot cleaner for us to see and where we end up rocking. Of course, we have little channels like this and whatnot. We can see where we start to ride across right here. And we can see where this channel is actually accurate because we lost support here. We held it right here. We broke right past that resistance. We came back down, found support again, fought against this line. So, it's a channel we can leave on there for now. This is a lot cleaner. A lot of the other ones were from prior videos. So we'll start from right here. We got the 15-minute chart rocking in our favor. We have the 5-minute chart rocking in our favor. I don't like how the dots are starting to separate. So that indicates to me that we'll most likely continue to trade more to the side. So the 5-minute chart can also be oversold. That's all we're going to do. We're basically going to trade sideways on this 16 in between this range until we get oversold on all of them. Or, like it happened yesterday, FOMO kicks in. Sorry if I clapped in your ears, but out of nowhere, it just spikes up, But for the most part, if you want to trade safely, I like to jump in when it's oversold on the 1 minute, oversold on the 3 minute, oversold on the 5. And for sure, you guys know, when I get that dot, that first dot, and it's oversold and that price is over here, that first dot, I know that I got a range that I can play with right there. Let me know if you guys are liking these ranges and noticing this SAR, okay? If you guys are new to the channel, right now we're practicing with the MFI, parabolic SAR, the MACD, and volume, of course. I got some other ones that we'll use later on in the future, but right now we're going to be working with this, okay? I want to kind of gradually bring them in because that's how I taught myself how to trade. I did it one indicator at a time, and then I layered them on top of each other to help me trade with the trend, what helped me. And this parabolic SAR has always did me right, and right now we're going to watch it and stuff. So right now, this parabolic SAR, this was a good range right here when this first dot on this 15-minute chart rolled all the way up. That's what I like about, this is a 30-minute chart, sorry about that. Right here, this first dot right here, and we rolled all the way up. Same thing with the 30-minute, it's very similar. And look, that first dot, granted the oversold is over here, and that's why I like the 15-minute, because look how nice this looks and how legible it is. It's oversold here, oversold on the MACD. The dot flips over. Why not ride that all the way up to here and almost go back to all-time highs? And that's what I almost see happening right now. Of course, it's not perfect because we don't have all that lining up. Notice how everything's lined up right here. We have the MFI oversold, the MACD, and all that. So we need that same correlation right here. We most likely to trade sideways till we have that same line coming all the way down where it's oversold on the MFI, oversold on the MACD, and we have the first dot on the 15-minute chart to flip over, and then we can go and see where are these key resistance and supports, okay? Load up the comments, go let the rest of the apes know we're dropping these videos. I'm very bullish on ApeCoin. I still believe that, and I've been pointing to people. Notice this sell right here. I could see that this coin just off of the community and what it's doing, it could be at $165 just off of the hype. You want a reason? No, just off the community and what it's going to bring to the table, okay? And we've seen it 174. That's the highest I've ever seen it up there, so that's pretty cool. And in the short term, I said, end of second quarter, even who knows, anytime soon, this thing could just go parabolic out of nowhere because the community is so big. And right now we're in a bear market, bearish market. We're not too happy about how the market's going. We see ETH and Bitcoin down. So imagine when Bitcoin goes back up to 68,000. What do you think this coin's going to be worth? When the markets go back into a bull run, what do you expect, ApeCoin's going to be, especially when this is the only, candle that's burning as bright as it is right now. So continue to come back. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later.